Good evening, everyone. Family, friends, haters, lovers, whoever else. Good evening. And I am back with another email topic from Big Ward at myyahoo.com. I was going to take a break today from making a video, but I got a good friend of mine sent me a topic. And I told her, it's been a minute because she sent it about a week ago or maybe a little longer, but I'll try to go in order unless it's an emergency or something. But so I told her I was gonna get her today, and I'm gonna get her. So other than that, and don't sound right, I'm gonna get her. But anyway, I wasn't gonna make a video. I was gonna let my mind rest. I don't know if y'all been reading the comments in some of these videos, but if you're thinking about making a YouTube video, being a YouTuber or whatever, making your own channel, look through some of these comments on some of my videos and what you might have to deal with if your channel grows. People just coming out of the woodworks, making videos. If people making videos about me, y'all. That's the weirdest thing. I'm not used to that, you know what I mean? So, but hey, if you're hating now, hang around a little longer. It's finna really get bad. So just look through my comments or whatever, a lot of them. I try to respond to as many comments as I can. I try to read as many as I can, but sometimes it drains you for some of the BS that people are saying. And you be like, is this really a grown person saying this? Is this an adult? What's wrong with these people? And I forgot there's a lot of mental institutions that have been closed down, especially in my area. They shut the mental institution down. So I forget that there's a lot of crazy people walking around here looking normal. So y'all need to keep that in mind. There's a lot of crazy people walking around here that look normal, but they're crazy as a Beelzebub, as the old folk used to say. So let me get to this email topic. She said she met a guy at work and they hit it off fast. He had his own place, as I did. We agreed that he move in with me because I didn't feel comfortable lounging around his place. It was unkept, it wasn't clean, and he had a roommate. Red flag. Well, no, not necessarily, depending on where you live. But anyway, it could be a red flag. Because don't too many grown men want to live with another grown man. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So before, after, and during, I reminded him I wasn't renewing my lease. I want a better place. Rewind. He paid half my rent before he moved in, and when he moved in, he paid all of it. I paid the light bill, cable, and groceries here and there. So they kind of like split the expenses, the bills or whatever. That 50-50 that guys like. Oh, how nice. Not. He's a monster. He love bombed me. A narcissist tool, love bombing. In case y'all don't know what a narcissist is, they love bomb me, but I'll get into that. He love bombed me as a way to move in and to attach to a new supply, which she became his supply. But anyway. And I found out his credit score was 500, had a drug conviction. So he couldn't get a nice place on his own because they do a background check on a lot of nice apartments. You got a drug conviction, they wanted to move in. So about 3 months after he moved in with me, he started to be mean, distant, verbally aggressive, and abusive, mentally abusive, calling me bitches and all types of calling, just was bad. So, and that's after she put him on the lease. I reminded him I'm not renewing the lease at the end of 24. He said he's not leaving, he just moved in. And that I could leave. So leave him the place. I don't want him to come up off me and move out and leave him the place. I had to work hard on my credit to get where I am, so I don't want him to win. I don't think that's fair. I can't believe he fooled me. Shit, why not? Have you paid attention to the dating scene in the world? Okay, whatever. I don't need him to pay my bills. I don't want his money. I just want him gone. I don't want your money, player. I don't want nothing from you. Just leave. Please just leave. Not so fast, my friend. I thought about calling some family members and, to handle that. You know how sometimes you call your cousins and some homeboys you might have from back in the day from the hood. Come handle it. Get your bust out my place. But that can get ugly, as she said. It can go the other way. He might kill your family members. So you don't want to do that. And thought about calling the police to get them out, but I don't want to get the police involved because sometimes they come kill your ass. You call them to help you, they end up killing you. So she want to know, how can I peacefully and cleverly get rid of him? Well, you answered the question, but it's just something you don't want to do because you worried about him winning. And that's what you got to get out of your mind. Don't worry about him winning, just focus on you winning. Sometimes both teams win. Sometimes the other team win, sometimes your team win. You can't worry about that. You want what's best for you. You want the best outcome for you, right? So first of all, you're dealing with a narcissist. That's what they do. They love the hell out you in the beginning. If y'all don't know what a narcissist is or never dealt with one, they're going to do what they call love bombing. When you meet them, it's going to be too good to be true. Like she said, they hit it off quick. You should have known that was a red flag right there. When you hit it off immediately with somebody, they're the perfect person for you, especially in this day and time where people are selfish and self-centered like never before, and you meet somebody, and all these other people you've been dealing with, it was just like, didn't go so well. Then you finally meet somebody, and this person is like perfect. Out of all these other losers, you finally met the perfect one. And they just go smooth sailing from the beginning. Now, there's a possibility it could be what it looked like. But 9 times out of 10, it's not. You met a narcissist, and you get a love bomb. Especially if you got yourself together. You got something going for yourself. And you done met somebody that if you say jump, they say how high. You ought to know you met a narcissist. You need to do some digging and some research to find out why they so good to you. Most likely, you finna be a source for them to mooch off of. Some type of way, they finna gain something off of you. It might be emotionally, financially, spiritually, something. They finna latch onto you and drain you dry. And when you empty, they're gonna release and let you go. So be careful of these narcissists out here that meet you, love you harder and better than you ever been loved before in your life. The sex, the emotional, the conversation, everything be perfect. I ain't talking about like 3-4 months down the road, I'm talking immediately. Like y'all just met today, next week. Like, damn, I think I love this person. I ain't never felt so great in my life. A week later, you being love bombed. Beware of that. Remember Big Ward told you, okay? Let's move forward. So, he had his own place, but he didn't have his own place. He had a roommate. And it was nasty. Another red flag. You're going to move somebody in with you that live in a nasty place with a roommate. It's 2 of them, and the 2 of them together can't keep the place looking nice. And 2 incomes in there, and it's still a mess. Red flag. You moved him in with you, I guess you thought it was the other guy. And he might have lied to you, told me that I can't stand this dude, he's nasty. Narcissists always blame the other person. Like, he gonna blame you for y'all relationship not working. He probably blamed his roommate for the house being nasty and looking like it is. I need to move in with you, boo. I can't take this dude no more. He's so nasty, he don't wanna do this, that, blah, 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 blah. Telling you to do the reason the house look the way it is. He just needs to move in with you and everything gonna be all right. And you fell for it. You let him move in with you. So now he paying all the rent, but you paid us. So they like you really, you don't suppose y'all going in on the bills, you know what I'm saying? So that's fair. And once he got there, got settled in, got his latches in on you, now he know he got you. Cause the narcissists ain't gonna show their horns until they know they got you where you kind of like locked in, you can't move. Or at least they think you can't move. Then they ain't got to pretend no more. the real them come out. Then that's where the abusiveness come in. The real person, the evil, low-down, dirty person that they are, that's when that shows up. They ain't got to hide no more. They can come on out now. Take the mask off. And you be like, who the hell is this person? That's what happened to you. Join the crowd. At some point in time, all good people will run across a narcissist. We attract them because that's what they're looking for. They're looking for good people. The predators. Predators will always find prey. The prey of a narcissist is a good person. So if you're a good person, at some point in time in your life, before you leave this earth, you're going to run across a narcissist. You might be fortunate enough not to get too entwined with them, but overall, when they want you, they set their sights on you, they're going to get you. And you'll never be the same after. You're going to either be better or worse, but you won't be the same. And anyway, so now he showed the true colors, acting as, that's what they do, abusing you, mistreating you. They're trying to tear you down to nothing. They don't leave until they break you down. They just come through and devastate the waste, until they leave a wasteland like one of them old hero movies. They're going to destroy everything in their sight like locusts. And once everything is gone, then they leave on to their next victim. But you don't want to wait to that point, because that's the only way he's going to leave on his own, is when you ain't got nothing else left to give him. That's when he gonna leave. You can't wait till then. So, to peacefully and cleverly get rid of him, like you said, you got two options. And I don't think you like either one of them. But it don't matter whether you like it or not. Sometimes the right thing to do ain't the easiest thing to do. But what you're gonna do is, your peace of mind come before that apartment. Now, you ain't got to remove him. Remove yourself. He can stay there right there, because the type of person he is, he ain't gonna be able to maintain it. So let him have it. He's not winning. He'll be winning temporarily because you had to do something you ain't want to do. But you're gonna win in the long run. He might win the battle, but you're gonna win the war because you're gonna leave. Let him have it. He ain't gonna be able to maintain it. He'll lose it. So he's not going to win in the long run. Trust me. So don't worry about him having a little short-time victory. You're going to have the major victory. He got this little victory right now because you had to leave him the place or whatever. Don't try to force him out. You leave. That's the easy way. You said cleverly and peacefully get rid of him. Get rid of yourself. All right? Keep the bill maintained. Keep the lease up. If he willing to pay the lease, let him pay it, and you move on out. And let him keep paying to the lease up, and you don't renew. You go get somewhere else to live. You can go get somewhere else to live now. Move on out now, let him have it. Your peace of mind is worth more than that. And just make sure, check with the lease officer or whatever every month, make sure he done paid the rent so it won't go on your credit. And if he ain't paid it, you pay it if you can afford it. Go on, pay it. Learn from this lesson. You ain't got long. Just this year, when this year out, you know not to do this anymore. But you gotta fix this first before you can move on. You gotta learn this lesson. So go on, move. Let him have the apartment. An apartment is not a home. I mean, it's your home where you're living, but it's not like you buying a house. So you're not leaving him your house. It's just an apartment. It has a lease. It's not yours. So he ain't won nothing but a lease. He didn't win the apartment. Get that out your head. He ain't won nothing. And if you stay and he leave, you still ain't won nothing. You still got, it's a lease. It's not yours. It belongs to them people, whoever y'all leasing from. It's not yours. He ain't won a damn thing. They can put him out. They can put you out. No matter how good your credit is, you don't own it. So leave him the lease. You're not leaving him the apartment. You're just leaving him a short-term lease that's got to be renewed every year. So when it's time to be renewed, you don't renew it like you said you're going to do. Move on somewhere else. If you have to go live with a family member or something like that, if you can't afford to pay a whole nother rent somewhere, let your family member know what's going on. Instead of having them come over there whooping his ass, let them know what's going on. They'll be willing to, hey, come on, move in up with us, cuz, until that situation over. We know you ain't sorry and lazy and no bomb or whatever. Help them out with their bills till the lease up. Make sure he paying the lease. You ain't got to holler at him about that. Just check with the lease office. Let them know what's going on. Let them know what's going on, that you don't even live there no more. He on the lease, the problems y'all having, so let them know you moved out. But to keep the lease in good standing, this is what we got going on here. So any problem you have going on in this apartment, it ain't me. I don't live here no more. I'm just making sure the lease keep going, so I won't have my credit messed up. Let the lease officer know you done moved, but you're gonna make sure the rent keep getting paid. His name on the lease, so he's responsible too. So it ain't like it's just you by yourself. They know he in there too. You say his name on the lease. Let him have it. Move out. Live with a family member. Get a hotel room, whatever. Your peace of mind is more important. You don't get your mind back once you lose it, baby. You can get another apartment, but this up here, once it's gone, very seldom it'll come back. You can get another apartment. You can even do better in an apartment. You get you a nice home. Keep your credit straight. But if you lose this, mess around with these little crazy ass people out here, it's over. Keep this intact. This is more important than your credit. More important than that apartment. More important than him. Keep this intact. Move on out, baby. Don't even worry about it. Don't worry about him winning. He ain't what he won. What kind of game y'all playing? Y'all ain't playing what? This life. This a long-term marathon journey. This ain't no one little small battle. This is a whole war we got going on. He ain't won nothing. Move out. Let him have it. Make sure the rent stay getting paid. Even if you have to pay it yourself. You took a loss, a temporary loss. Sometimes a minor setback is setting you up for a major comeback. Sometimes a minor setback is setting you up for a major comeback. Things get greater later. Sometimes we get knocked down to get back up. To show you and teach you how to get back up. Keep it moving, baby. Let him have that, man. Move on. The lease will be up before you know it, and you'll have the lesson that you learn. Be careful out here who you're dating. Move on. Keep it going. And you're gonna be all right, I promise you. Do just that. Don't complicate things. You've been through enough. Bye. Same way I'm gonna tell you in a few seconds, just what you're gonna tell him. Get it? Got it? Good. Tell him what? Bye.